Hello, Sagittarius. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I want to say happy birthday, even though your birthday falls later in the month of November. This is your November reading, but I want to say happy birthday for you early Sagittarians. Um, November is a very special month. It's a doorway as well. Special month, I should say. It's a doorway as well. It's an 11, and that is a doorway, and it's there's so much going on right now with Pluto on the 19th leaving Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. Now, Capricorn is about striving to become something better, improving oneself, improving a situation. And Aquarius is a lot about giving back, sharing, you know. So it may take a while for us to start seeing that. It may take, because it's like 20 years it's going to be in Aquarius. So this is a slow process, and we'll start to see that in the coming time. It's a time for transformation. When we went through Capricorn, or Pluto in a Capricorn, we went through it in three stages. The first was disempowerment, then awakening, and then transformation. And that's the part we're going through now, is that transformation. We have realized who we are, accepted who we are, and are ready to move forward in our new awakening, sort of thing. Um, so let me just go through what we have here. I have everything shuffled and laid out and everything. So in the past, I can see that you're eager to start something new, get a fresh start, move in a new direction in your life, in whatever that may mean for you. And I feel like this could be like you could have a hobby or an interest that you might slowly develop into a career or a business. Um, this is something you've been fiddling with, something you've been practicing, something you've just done a course on or learned about. And I think you're going to slowly develop this into something new. I think it's something you really love, you really care about, you feel deeply about, you enjoy, you have embraced it yourself, and you want to share it. So you're willing to take a risk, but I feel like it's a slow process. You could be an apprentice at this, so you have to develop your skills, hone your skills with this, and you're going to do this over time. Um, and I also feel like I said, I feel like you're an apprentice in some way, and so it's going to take some time to develop until you're able to take off with it, to share it with the rest of the world or community or whoever, all right? I feel like some of this is starting to happen for you. Like you may even collaborate with others or celebrate some um something about it that is good for you, something that is there's something worth celebrating here. You may get an offer, you may get an opportunity, see something that your interest you, and it could be a way to explore this or something else here. You could be juggling a few interests, and so you I can see a way or have an opportunity to develop this, and it may be where you are now or at another site or another place or with other people, okay? Um, there could be, I think in loss, you're going to find success, okay, is how I'm seeing it. So there could be some things that you lose or have lost. This could be a partner, a job, a home, something that you feel you maybe failed at, perhaps, okay? But I want to let you know this is not a failure. This is a success. This is a bullet that you've dodged. This is something that was not meant for you, and that's why it didn't come to you. It didn't work out. So when you lose this, it's actually a success for you because it's leading you on the right path to where you should be, what you should be doing. And like I said, it's a slow development, so you're not seeing the rewards yet in this situation, but you will. You will. Okay. This hobby that you're developing, or this skill, or this new craft, or whatever you're doing, again, it's showing up here in the present again. So I think you could be practicing this. You could be, honing your skills again, developing it with yourself, and how you're going to manage it. There you could have some sort of confusion with it. There might be a time and a place for it. Maybe not every day at with every person at every place is the right thing. It may be specific times, places, people that this works for, is what I want to say, okay? Because I think that there's a few different directions you could go with this, which confuses you a little bit. And once you find the right groove with it, that's what you're doing, by testing these different ways of doing it, these different markets to do it in. You're testing, and one will say, oh no, they're not into that at all, or this place doesn't embrace it, or it doesn't work there. And that might confuse you, or you feel like, you're not sure if this is going to work. It is just in that market, that place, with those people. So keep progressing with this. I feel that you're eager for growth. You want to develop this new thing, you want to move forward with it, and you might have some limitations material wise, with money perhaps. You may not have the resources, the place, the money to do it. And so you may have to wait, a little bit, not wait, but you're delayed. There might be some delays because of the limited resources you have to do this. And it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. This delay time allows you to hone it, perfect it, craft it, and and you're learning strategy too, what in this process that you're going through. You're learning strategy. Not every move is the right move at the right time. So you're learning to what is the right move here? What is the right time to do this? Okay. I also feel like you could have some money reward, or you could be expecting some sort of like, it could be money, but it also could be, recognition, or someone sees your value. Okay, your value. That's what I want to say. It is going to be coming to you. They can see you're very intellectual. They can see that you are diligent. They can see that you're perfecting what you're doing. And sometimes you have to have that business hat on. You can't always have your emotional hat on, your friendship hat on. You need to have your business hat on to perfect a strategy, a plan. Okay, so you're getting a plan together, but it's all when the timing is right, when you have the resources, because I feel like there's resources coming to you and you're waiting for that so that you can move forward. You can put more effort into it, you know. But in the meantime, you're honing it. In the future here, I feel like um you're doing some healing yourself at this time. You may help others heal because that's a natural thing for you, Sagittarius. You just like helping people, but you're getting a lot more picky on who you help when, okay? For one thing is you're putting yourself first and you're not letting people hurt you anymore. I think before it was an open door policy. You just let everybody in and sure I'll be friends with you and I'll help you and I love you and who are you and now you're filtering, okay? Now you've created a filter, which is healthy thing to do to take care of ourselves, you know, because I think you were getting hurt over and over again because not every person was a good person. Not every person wanted to give back as well as take. And so you've created a filter and this is going to create big change in your life. You know, it's going to help you a lot and help you heal a lot, okay? In fact, it'll make you a better healer as well because not everyone can receive healing. They're not ready for it. You know, there's a time and a place for everything and it's not always the time and it's not always the place. And so this filtering is so good for you and for others. Because I think that, like I said, you had an open door policy, and so someone says, I need this, and you would do it. Well, they didn't appreciate it, or they didn't value it or they didn't use it in the right way. And so now you're very careful with, you know, who and when and how and all that because um you just want to make sure that you're expending your energy and your value in the right way, you know, that people are going to take that value and use it in the right way. So it's all really good, okay? Um, so I do feel like you have opportunities coming your way, and this is another part of your filter. You're filtering which ones are right for you. You might apply to them all, okay? And just see what comes your way. And when it does come your way, you're going to investigate more. You're going to learn more and decide if it's right for you. That's another part of that filtering. You're going to, you know, because I think some things that might come your way are not necessarily exactly what you're looking for, exactly the right place or people, like I said before. And so you're looking for that right thing, you know, that right thing, because you don't want to waste your energy in somewhere, someone that it's not going to work. It's a big waste of time. And so you want it to work. You want it to be successful. You want it to be helpful, right? And so you I think are going to get offers, but there is going to be one that you're waiting for that has all the right ingredients for you, okay? At first, I think there's some coming that are like, I don't think that's right. And part of you might feel guilty about not just taking what's coming. Like, I shouldn't be ungrateful. I should be happy and I should take this like I need this. But like I said, it's a time waster if you go to do something that it's not the right fit for you, and then you get down on yourself thinking, "Oh, I'm a failure," or you know, and you don't want to go through that cycle. So be very picky, you know, find out as much as you can And does it fit in with your picture? You know, does it fit in with the picture that you imagined this would be? Okay, or what you'd be doing. Um, so I feel like it's interesting that you have these two tens here, okay? Because one, I feel like is, like I said, you're not letting people hurt you anymore. You've created a filter. And another thing is that you're not taking on all the responsibility of a shared project. You know, this might be at work, at home, in a relationship, and perhaps you were taking on the whole ball of wax and all of it depended on you and your efforts. Or maybe people fell off and said, "Oh, I know I'm supposed to do that," but and you start doing their part too, and then you start doing their part, and pretty soon you're doing everyone's part, taking over. Now, I'm going to be a little bit harsh here, Sagittarius. Part of that's your own fault for stepping in and taking over things that aren't yours, that don't belong to you. And that's part of that filtering thing, because you can easily get overwhelmed and then find that you're doing it all. And then don't forget, when you're doing it all, you get blamed for it all too. So you are I feel like you're going to take a bit of a pause, a rest, a kind of stepping back from carrying the torch, from carrying the flag, you know. You're not going to be that person. You want to be involved, but you're going to do it from a distance in a way, okay? And I think that you're going to, one of the things I want to tell you is you need to protect yourself. So, because you are vulnerable for other people to use, all right? Other people will use your energy, take your energy, you know, um, manipulate your energy. And so you're vulnerable to that. And so you need to protect yourself, whether it's with, you know, crystal earrings, you're protecting your energy. You could be protecting your time. You could be protecting your knowledge. You know, if you give it all away, if we train someone else to do our job, we get, you know, talked right out of a job. You know, all of a sudden they have our job and we're out of a job now. What did I do? So this is what I want to say is that you are going to protect yourself first and participate at a distance. And you're also looking at the bigger picture here. You know, you're trying to look at the bigger picture and what exactly is your part. You're only one spoke in the wheel. There's all these other spokes that help the wheel to move, and you are one. You're not all of them. You're one. And so you figure out what your part is, and you do it, and you do it well. You don't step into other people's parts and you don't let them step into yours. Okay. So it's this, but at the same time, you want to share, you want to help, but in a, it's in what your responsibility is. What's your responsibility? This is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it's not that you can't step outside the box a little. That's okay. But don't be getting in everybody else's box. Okay. Keep your boundaries. Keep your boundaries. All right. Um, so you have some beginning cards here where you're opening doors, you're making new beginnings. And I think that you have been developing this for a little while now, getting prepared. And then you're ready to close doors on other things. I think you open doors first, and now you're getting ready to close doors on other things. These doors might be very taxing on you physically. They may be taxing on you emotionally, mentally. It's not something you want to drain yourself. You're getting drained somehow, And so that's why you're starting these new opportunities, opening these new doors, because these other things that you've been doing aren't good for you, or they're not right for you, or maybe just not right for you at this time in your life. Like I said, you've changed, you've transformed, and so you need things that fit with that new you, you know? So, and this is what you're in the process of doing. I feel like you could have been taking a course, learning something, maybe apprenticing, something like that, developing something that it's going to grow for sure. But it's a little bit slower. I know you want to do things fast, Sagittarius. You want to learn it, start doing it. Let's go. But this takes time. It takes time to build this up and to build it right. Okay. So, oh, I forgot to tell you what jumped out for you is the Four of Pentacles and the Chariot. The Four of Pentacles is sometimes called the miser card. Here you can see a young boy that is an apprentice, okay? And he's learning this new skill, and boy, is he ever good at it. He's a natural. And so the teacher here is quite jealous, quite intimidated by this new person's skill. This person's going to outdo this old master in no time. And so we hold on very tightly to something that isn't ours. Like it's ours, but it's meant to share, it's meant to develop, pass on. And so instead of being this person that wants to help this boy develop, and the boy can say, wow, I got everything I know from this guy. He's the master and I'm still the student, and we are both in a sense. But it says don't hold on to something too tightly that isn't ours to begin with. And oops. And so, and it's about being able to share our skills and be both the student and the master at the same time, because there's always something to learn, always something to develop, always something to move on to, okay? And that brings in the Chariot. And the Chariot shows, being pulled in two directions, really wanting to remain, but also wanting to go. And so this is when you can reconcile yourself. It's a choice card too. You choose one direction or the next. Am I going to be the master, or am I going to be the apprentice? And for a long time, when we develop a skill, we become the master after a while. And we get good at it, and we love it, and we do a good job. But after a while, it gets bored. You know, we 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 go through a time where we want to learn something new again. We want to feel that creative excitement about beginning something new. And Sagittarius, that's very you. You cannot stay in the master position for too long because you are a learner. You want to absorb, you want to explore, you want to know. So, and so quite often you will learn something and you will get really good at it over time. But after a while, you'll get bored of that thing, and now you want a new skill, another skill. And these all add to your repertoire of skills, your recipe of who you are. And so I think there's something that you could let go of. Like I said, these doors you're closing to embrace something new, embrace the white horse. And it could involve travel, this thing that you're thinking about doing. It could involve travel because there's two indications here. The one indication is in the Two of Pentacles. So this is kind of waiting for your ships to come in so that you can pursue something. And in that pursuing, you could be traveling to pursue this. And again, in the chariot shows that we could be moving around. This could be near or far. And because you've made a choice to head in this direction now, okay? It's part of your journey. So, okay, what happened here? What happened here? We got a bit of a mix-up. Did one drop on the floor? That happens more often than I can tell you. Because we've lost a card here. What? Oh, here we are. Here we are. I think this one belongs over here. Yes, it does. That's how it goes. I remember because I had to look at them before I even started. So in the cartomancy, here in the current situation, you have 6 King 6, okay? Now the sixes are steps, how you're moving forward, you're moving up. This is development. This is getting better. This is progressing forward. So you're taking steps, and this is in some sort of creative venture. You're developing something that you're learning right now, a skill. And then in the Six of Hearts, this is developing a relationship. Now, it says with the King of Clubs here, this is a brown or hazel-eyed man. And this is they're seen as the friend, you know, the clubs. They're helpful, they're understanding, they're supportive people. This could be someone around a work situation who believes in you, trusts in you, has confidence in you. And so there is a relationship, probably a business relationship developing here, and you could develop a very trusting business relationship with this person, maybe even a partnership, possibly, okay? But there's definitely steps moving forward. Coming in, you have the Ace of Diamonds, the Five of Clubs, and the Seven of Spades. So the Ace of Diamonds is some sort of communication. This is sometimes in the letter form, sometimes could be a contract, something that you sign, an agreement perhaps, and it's to do with work. So some sort of increase in work. It could be part-time work. You could start off in a part-time sort of way. And this is tears, but I think these are happy tears because you're going in the direction that you want, or at least you're going to give this a whirl, give it a try, you know. But I think that there is communication, whether it's a call, email, whatever, and possibly signing something, signing a contract, an agreement, something like that, where everything is signing now, paperwork, you know, to get you registered or into something in some way. But you're happy about this. Now above you, I'm not going to pick them up. There's the Queen of Clubs. So there's the partner of the King. You know, these two could be partners. The Four of Clubs and the Eight of Diamonds. So I see, okay, so the Queen of Clubs may have some doubt. Again, a brown or hazel-eyed woman seen as a supportive friend, someone who is helpful, someone who is versatile too. They're usually very creative. And there could be some sort of doubt or pause, like caught out of four directions, not sure which way to go, because I can see some communication here. So you may get more than one offer, okay? You may get a few offers at once, or opportunities, I should say. And so you're at a crossroads and you're not sure which way to go. And this is what brings me back to the tarot when I said you need to dig deeper. You need to get more information. You need to find out the responsibilities. You know, you need to find out what it's going to entail, how many hours, and, you know, if you think it's worth it, and if it fits that picture you had of it, okay? I think these are in different areas too. I think one could be, you know, cooking job, and another could be childcare, and another could be spiritual work. and you're trying to figure out where you fit in at this point, you know. And there also might be something from the past trying to draw you into that, trying to pull you back to what you were doing, which you actually want to give up at this point. So there could be a bit of a pause here, some doubt, you're not sure, you could be a bit torn on which way to go. And so I feel like you may communicate more, dig a little deeper, and you might talk to friends as well, or people around you, supports, to get some feedback, to because sometimes we don't think of everything, you know, and then a friend, or you know, your sister or somebody will say, well, I thought that you wanted to do this, or you didn't like that, and you're like, oh yeah, right, yeah, that's right. And so they bring up those things that is eluding you at the time, you know it, but it's eluding you. So it's some sort of feedback and communication that is helping you make your choice. All right. And then in your actual work pile, we have this is the Jack of Hearts, King of Diamonds, Three of Hearts. So the or the King of Diamonds is a mature man. Okay. He usually has green, gray, or very pale blue eyes. He is secure. He's stable, secure, grounded. Gives good advice. Someone you can lean on. Someone you can depend on. Fatherly type of figure. You know, fatherly type of figure. And there could be a proposal or an engagement or an offer, I feel, of the heart. Okay, so whether it's they're telling you their feelings, asking you out, it could be wanting to get engaged, they're telling you that you are the only one, or if you're the King of Diamonds, you're conveying this to someone. I feel like this person could be older than you, but doesn't matter. It's how you feel. And you can see that person, or they can see you and only you. And this is typically your work pile, but obviously, and it could be happening around work, but this is definitely in your love life. This is someone who's telling you their feelings, and they're wanting to take it to the next step. They want to align themselves with you. So I'm feeling like, you know, if you're in a relationship, this could be engagement. You know, this is something, it's a transformation. It's a transformation in the relationship. Definitely something positive, it looks like to me. How others are seeing you. You have, so, okay, so others are seeing some sort of trouble around you, okay? Possibly with what you're ending. They're seeing something ending, okay? And they're seeing some sort of trouble around you with this ending, perhaps something you're letting go of. They probably think you shouldn't be letting go of this. This is a wild card, you know, it's security to you, and you could be ending something, okay? And then there's the Queen of Hearts. And the Queen of Hearts is also seen as a very loving, affectionate, she's usually seen as the one that you're attracted to, or they're attracted to you, like the love of your life, or you know, the apple of your eye. And there could be something ending with this person, okay? It doesn't have to be your relationship. It could be a sister or family situation where there's there could be some sort of trouble in a relationship, and it could be ending something there, okay? But I also think that something can be worked on in this situation. I think it needs to transform and change, because where there is ending, there is new beginning. It's very transformative. Um, There's also a possibility that you could get news that someone you know, someone you love, is ill or sick or having, they have something newly developed that they just found out about, some sort of trouble or issue. I think you would run to the rescue in a minute, but don't forget your filter. Don't forget your filter. You do not have to be the hero in every situation. You certainly can help people, no doubt about that. But you do not have to be the hero and fix it and save it. You can be one of the attending hands, though, in helping. All right. But I think there's someone you're helping, through a tough time, through an illness, through something that they have to end or let go of, and I think it's someone that you're close to, all right? So in the foundation, yeah, so here's some sort of health issues right here. There's health issues, and it looks like you're taking steps, or you're trying to take steps into fixing that in some way. You could be getting another doctor or medications, or you're trying to get, because I have a feeling it has something to do with mobility, to tell you the truth, okay? Something to do with your mobility. So, you could have bad feet. It could be something physical. I don't think it's something inside, like, it could be your muscles or your bones or something like that, your hips maybe. I don't know, but I feel like it's something to do with mobility, which might be why you're making these changes. You're transforming what you're doing because of some sort of health issues. You may be limited or have boundaries in some way that prevents you from doing everything you used to do. And so this worries you a little bit, but I don't think you need to be worried, because Sagittarius, you are a problem solver, okay? You see a problem and you figure out, how do I fix that? What are the steps that I need to take to undo it or help it, solve it, fix it? So this is what you do, but it still is worrying you. Even though you have an optimistic face on, you're still worried underneath. But you will take steps, or are taking steps, to overcome something here. All right. Now your surprise. You have the Seven of Hearts, the Nine of Clubs, and the Nine of Hearts. So there's something you're working on that you're going to be extremely happy about. There's something at a job site, okay? I think that this is something you were really hoping for, perhaps. Maybe you thought that you weren't quite the one they pick, or the one that will win the competition, or something like that. And I feel that you come across really well. And I think that you are going to win. I think that out of these jobs that you want, I think you can have any one of them, or this direction that you're heading in. Because I think a lot of this has to do with work, what you're doing for a living, what you're creatively trying to develop. And a lot of your reading has to do with that, okay? And I think you're going to be quite pleased, because I think that was a really good idea for you to, send applications or interest into a few different directions. You wanted to be versatile, you wanted to be open, objective, optimistic. And I think it was a good idea, because when they come back, you're realizing the one you really want, the one you really want to do. I think it involves travel too. But anyhow, um, so this job site place, I think they see you as very promising. They see you as very optimistic and a good influence, or a good teacher, or a good person to take their ideas to the next step, sort of thing. So I think that you probably will get an interview, and you'll be successful. This is what I'm feeling. Your wishes are going to come true, and you're going to get the one that you want, or the one that is right for you, that you're going to be happiest where you are. The one thing I like about it is it's taking you away from the hurtful people, from the, others' responsibility, where you feel like you have to do everybody's job. I feel like you have autonomy in this situation. You don't have to compete with others. You don't get that jealousy and that toxic drama at the workplace, and so I think this helps you a lot because it builds your confidence, and you can really progress in this area. So, very interesting, Sagittarius. Very interesting. I love to see that, and this is a surprise to you, this wish coming true, this getting the one that you want, because I feel like right now you don't think you'll get it. You think they won't pick me. They're not going to pick me, you know. And that you are going to be surprised. It also could be an offer that comes out of nowhere that you didn't apply for, but people are talking about you. People, your name's being spoke of in certain circles that you're unaware of. And so I think there's an opportunity or a space that is perfect for you coming your way that you're not expecting, because I don't think you expect this at all. I think it's going to be a surprise and you're going to be delighted. So, what a nice birthday present for you early Sagittarians. Um, and for the late Sagittarians too, for all of you. So, something coming your way that's really, really positive. And you're making the right choices at the right time right now. You know when to recognize, a boundary or a limit, and you think, okay, how am I going to deal with this? I've got to start thinking about that, and because you're very logical. You're a logical person. You're that King of Swords, and you, um, you have a logical mind, so you don't think, oh, poor me, now I've had it, that's it. You think, how am I going to address this? What am I going to do now? You're very logical that way, and you go at a problem and think of all the different possible solutions of how you can fix this, move forward. And that's the great thing about you. You're about the answers, you know, what can I do now? And that is going to get you far. That is. So I'm very happy to bring you this reading. I'm so happy. Let me know in the comments if this resonates for you, if it means something to you, and I certainly hope it does. And yeah, just let me know. Hit that like button. You can reach me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com if you'd like to communicate with me, if you'd like a reading, and or I'll see you in the comments. All right. Love you. Mwah. Bye.